Hey everybody, so hopefully you've tuned in to part one of this series in which I talked about exactly what tummy time is and what the benefits are. And in part two of this series, I talked to you about some of the best positions for tummy time. And now in this video, which is part three, I'm going to be sharing with you just how much time you should be putting your child in tummy time.
If you have a newborn, then it's recommended that you put your newborn in tummy time for up to 10 minutes a day and slowly building up to 15 minutes a day. And it's recommended that you break that time down by splitting it up into segments. So you can try doing 1 to 2 minutes at a time for about 2 to 3 times a day until your child tolerates it longer. As your child continues to develop, you should also continue to boost up the amount of time they are in tummy time per day. So transitioning from 10 to 15 minutes and then transitioning up to 20 to 30 minutes by the time they are in between that 1 to 2 month range. And then when hitting 3 months, you should boost it up until about 1 hour a day as your baby tolerates it. As explained with the newborn, when your child is in that 0 to 3 month range, you should also break it down in different increments per day, depending on how long your child can tolerate it. It's easier at times to flip them over into tummy time as soon as they have completed a diaper change or right after a nap. As your child gets stronger, they will continue to increase the amount of time that they tolerate being on their bellies. By the time they are 6 months, they should be able to tolerate tummy time for about an hour a day. And also by this time, you will start to see increased stability, increased comfort. You will also start to see your baby be able to pivot in circles while on their belly, as well as reach out for toys in front of them. You will also notice that your child is starting to develop some very crucial gross motor skills around this time, such as being able to roll from their back to their tummy and from their tummy to their back, as well as starting to be able to sit with some support as they are starting to improve and increase the core stability and that core strength.
So just a couple more things that I really wanted to share with you all. Now, it's important to know that you can start putting your baby or your newborn in tummy time from day one, like day one that they are here on this earth. You can start the tummy time process. But you want to make sure that your baby is healthy and your baby is full term, because if your baby just for whatever reason has some medical issues, or if your baby was born prematurely, you want to check with your doctor first before you start the tummy time process, just to make sure that there are no precautions or things that you should be aware of before starting the tummy time process. And the second thing I wanted to add was, a lot of babies sometimes just don't like tummy time. They cry, they scream, and as a parent, obviously you feel bad. So sometimes parents just may skip it altogether or not try to do it as much because they fear that the baby is going to be upset or cry. But that is typical because that is a new skill. They're building strength, so it's not so easy. So it's a little bit challenging for them, which is why they may not be so excited about doing it. But I want to encourage you to just kind of push through and do it. So those are just some things to take note of for starting this tummy time process. So make sure, guys, to tune into part one and part two of this tummy time series, and leave any comments or questions that you have below, and subscribe for more sensory and developmental tips. Till next time. Bye. Gosh, why can't I do this? No, I don't want to say